Oh, I like this one. It has some nice feelings in it, like these miserable puppies. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. I actually don't remember yesterday at all, really, so it's hard to tell. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important aspect of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah. Me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. I want to die. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh? It is? That's news to me as well. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. I already don't like where this is going. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like bundles of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bubbles all in a row. Maybe like some real heavy denial is happening here. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it just all seems a little too happy, weirdly enough. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend tells me a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. There's some comparisons there that are less cheerful. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them down from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Y'all are so depressing. Holy crap. Sarah, did you really write this? What's that supposed to mean, jackass? Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. There's some weird parallels, there's some weird analogies in here we could make. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. You wanna talk about it? It's almost kinda creepy. Creepy? Well, yes, exactly, actually. Maybe because I'm used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. You want to talk about it? Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? In like a 24-hour span. I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always has a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes her eyes are closed. Makes it hard to be pessimistic. No, it's very easy to be pessimistic, actually. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? What sort of? Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're gonna have a poetry performance. Oh no. I immediately will jump out the window. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. I choose Nemesis by H.P. Lovecraft. This seems very fitting with the tone so far. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting in all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up these posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki for once. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot for them to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right! And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you in here in the first place? We're gonna have cupcakes there? I know you do! I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a whole room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. I want to die. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. Yeah, Monika's still perfectly happy, though. I'm gonna force them to do it anyway. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. No, I don't feel pressured at all. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. Maybe you should bring some cupcakes. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. No, I don't feel pressured at all. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Whew! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Peer pressure is bad. I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha! That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. The club is seriously going to be the death of me. Probably. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? If you want, instead I can shove you out into the main hall. Oh no. Don't worry, I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course! Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to find the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the poem. The title of this poem is The Way We Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. God, I hope it doesn't make me read it then. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. Thank goodness. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I guess I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances around. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Marriage of a Crimson Eye. That sounds awful. I mean, it's probably written well, but it sounds like it's probably awful. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? It's because she wants to fuck Monica. As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates. What a funny word to stumble on, with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the writing fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Yeah. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me. Why is it up to me? To save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. No, I don't feel pressured at all. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, mostly just I didn't want to. But we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. Right. Definitely. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops off of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine it like you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Louie liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What is that supposed to mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. What's that supposed to mean, bitch? In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's kind of embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki. Don't make me go before Louie. It's not like I compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Louie lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. Ah yes, the miserable puppies. Perfect. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it, or anything I do. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway, no doubt out of pity. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. We'll make sure of it. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... I get exactly what she means. I find it a lot easier if I don't know the people. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. Even though none of you wanted to, and some of you clearly would rather die. It might be hard, but I would have hope. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. You even turned up twice. It's making me really happy. Yeah. No problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far. So I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica... Why do we care about impressing her suddenly? Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yeah. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Louis, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Huh? Would you do it? What kind of question is that? You kind of put me on the spot here. I would walk home with Natsuki. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she cute and fun to be around? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never gonna happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know. Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. Even though you and Monica are very similar people. If you say so. The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I also figured that there's probably branching points in this story, so, I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. We could indeed very well be dead by then. Alright, so, we gotta do the usual business that we do. Jump. Thank goodness they're always the same, right? I wonder if there's some kind of secret message in how they're all arranged every time. I'm probably reading too much into it. Get out of here. Get out of here! What are sure. Yeah, Poppy, yeah, Bouncy, I like how unenthused she looks while she's doing it. Yeah, Kitty, Fluffy, Boop, Jumpy, Candy, Sparkle, Fuck. And then we throw Graveyard in, right at the end. But it's a very kawaii graveyard. And that's what the name of the poem is going to be. It's pretty much going to be the next greatest thing ever made. Ever written, I should say.